Sponsored by Silvalume, jewelry and clothing inspired by nature. In today's episode, we take a closer look at a modern device that's changing the face of hunting, wildlife monitoring, and crop protection. Presenting to you, all the way from America, the Dark 30. The Dark 30 is an advanced thermal imaging camera designed for hunters, farmers, field services, and anyone who needs 360-degree terrain surveillance in all conditions. This kind of technology allows for effective crop protection, quicker response to game damage, and accurate game population inventory, which, as we know, is crucial in today's wildlife management. A well-calculated population is a well-managed population. But before we head out into the field, let's see what comes in the box. The case houses the heart of the system, the thermal camera, along with a magnetic mounting system, a tablet included in the set, and a remote control. The entire system connects and powers through a car cigarette lighter socket. The Dark 30 is available in several configurations, with thermal sensors at 640 by 480 pixels and a smaller 384 by 288 pixel version.
Hi there, and welcome to another episode of our show. This time, we're coming to you straight from inside the car, because what we're about to show you is a device that's mounted on the roof. It's the Dark 30, which you might remember from our coverage at the IWA trade show in Germany. And guess what? We're the first in Europe to actually show it to you in action. The Dark 30 is already mounted. I've got the remote control in my hand, and we're ready to demonstrate how this beauty works. We're parked out in the field, and there you go. We've already spotted a roe deer. Yep, more roe deer over here too. So as you can see, we've got a full night ahead of us and plenty of adventures coming up. We'll do our best to capture everything and share our thoughts on the Dark 30 with you. Stay with us.
Chris is heading out to the fields in search of wild boar. It's the perfect time for field monitoring, as agricultural work is in full swing. Wild boars are among the main culprits when it comes to crop damage, especially corn, potatoes, and grains. Their intense rooting behavior leads to serious yield losses and difficulties in future cultivation. A group of wild boars can strip an entire field of corn kernels and plow through meadows in search of grubs and other delicacies. During the shoot with the Dark 30, we also visited the Polish Hunting Association research station in Czempin, where we filmed dedicated instructional material for the station about using modern technology to count small game populations. Chempin is where practice meets science, and innovative tech truly supports hunting leaseholders and wildlife managers. Besides the Dark 30, we tested other devices too, but we'll talk about those in the next episode.
So, my friends, here we are, sitting in the car with the remote control in hand. We've driven out a little way to see how everything works. Now we're parked right in the middle of a field. It's 4 degrees Celsius, just above freezing, and thanks to the remote, we can observe everything happening around us without even stepping out of the vehicle. Honestly, I think it's brilliant, especially in winter when it's cold, and even cracking a window or sitting in a hunting blind can freeze you to the bone. And now, I can just sit here and scan a full 360 degrees around me, watching what's happening in the field. I can count. There's one roe deer, another, and a third over there, and even some hares running around. Here too, more deer, more hares. Oh, and look at that. One roe deer is clearly visible on the screen. It's something phenomenal for anyone who needs a tool like this to go out into the field, to protect crops, to monitor land, especially in winter when you want to stay warm in one place and still have full visibility all around you without opening a window. It's the ideal tool. And I'll say more. For counting small game, this setup is fantastic. You can just drive along a road and see exactly what's happening on screen. The image is incredibly smooth and stable while driving. No flickering, no lag. The refresh rate is great. You can calmly drive and observe everything around you. It's all perfectly visible, clear as day.
The Dark 30 was designed and manufactured in the United States, where thermal imaging is widely used in the fight against so-called feral hogs, wild pigs that pose a serious threat to crops, ecosystems, and even human safety. The American approach to this issue is very decisive. Combating feral hogs is treated as a priority, using ARs, drones, and of course, thermal cameras. But now, let's return to our local fields because, as it often happens, the Boars had other plans. Despite many hours of nighttime observation, we only caught a brief glimpse of them in the forest where they belong. And that's precisely where the Dark 30 proves its worth. In just a few minutes, we were able to spot game from the vehicle without stepping outside or disturbing them, with a full 360-degree thermal view. Chris barely had to leave the car, which, let's be honest, isn't such a bad thing on a freezing night, right?
So we're just driving around, watching what's happening on the screen. Right now we've got some roe deer clearly visible. Earlier we saw a moose, tons of hares, more roe deer and red deer, mouflons, and even some wild boars in the forest. And honestly, it would have been really hard to get close to them on foot. We're just sitting here in the car, observing everything that's going on, and we're not bothered at all by the cold outside. And it's beautiful.
How do we sum up our encounter with the Dark 30? Technology is boldly stepping into the world of hunting, whether we like it or not. With tools like this, we can act faster, more efficiently, and, what may seem surprising to some, with greater respect for nature. Let's remember that how we use technology depends largely on us and our approach. Because if someone wants to hunt unethically, they'll do it with or without thermal imaging.